Hi, welcome back to Keto Over 50. I'm RJ. Thank you for joining me. Do you remember 50s and 60s lunch counter sandwiches? Well, they're back and I'm making them keto. I am starting a new series today with sandwiches, lunch counter sandwiches from the 50s and 60s. They were portable, they were convenient, they were made on bread. I made this wonderful keto bread that is just fantastic. I made a fresh loaf so we can get started with some sandwiches. In keto breadland, you can have toast, chaffles, bread, French bread pizza, cinnamon swirl bread, all kinds of sandwiches. And I am going to take you down memory lane because I remember, I'm not from the 50s really, but I can remember sitting at a lunch counter and having an open-faced hot turkey sandwich, or one of my other favorites, a club sandwich. So today, this is one of my very favorites of all time. Did you ever have a Western sandwich? Yeah, they were also called a Denver sandwich. Start with that. So buckle up. This is going to be fantastic. Thank you so much for joining me. In keto breadland, this is easy too. This turned out so beautiful, this bread. Let me take it out of here. Wow, look at that. Isn't that a gorgeous loaf of bread? Love it. I'll be cooking with 3 different kinds of bread over this series. We're going to do several episodes about lunch counter sandwiches from the 50s and 60s, and I'm going to keto-fy all of them. So we have my original loaf of keto bread. We're going to use chaffles because some are thicker and heavier sandwiches, so we need that support. And then I've got keto, inked keto, which I buy at Costco, sourdough, which is so simple and easy. It's the closest thing we have to white bread. So there's no reason to not enjoy the sandwiches we grew up with. Do you remember sitting at the lunch counter and having things like a fried egg sandwich or a Denver Omelet Sandwich, open-faced hot turkey or roast beef? That's what I'm talking about here. The original comfort food. So let's get started. First off, I'm doing breakfast, and this is going to be a Denver sandwich. You may know it as a Western sandwich. I think that was kind of regional depending on where you grew up. But I made this fresh loaf of bread, and I want to tell you I made a few modifications to it, and I will update the recipe on my Finally Keto Bread video. So if you just go there, and I'll link to it at the end of the video, and I'll link to it down below. So one of the things I want to do, this came up so beautifully. If you saw my first one, it was a little flat because I used a wider loaf pan. But I want a thicker slice of bread, so I'm going to cut on a diagonal, just like a baguette, right? Oh, look at this. Look at this bread. You know, I've been on keto for 4 years. We didn't have bread like this that had just all the texture. So for a Denver sandwich, we need the bread sliced relatively thin, which is why I have my big serrated knife out. Watch what you're doing, RJ. Okay. Oh, gosh. This is going to be so good. Are you ready to join me in Breadland? That's our new neighborhood at Keto Over 50. Breadland, where everything is on bread, French bread pizza, waffles, chaffles, toast, cinnamon swirl bread. We can do everything with this. Okay. Oh my gosh. This bread, if you haven't tried it yet, you have to try it. It's not eggy. It's not spongy. It's an absolutely beautiful, amazing bread. I can smell it. Oh, so good. Don't you want a piece? Here. I'm doing the best I can. So here we go. I'm going to set this aside for a minute, and I'm going to prepare the bread and toast it. Now, you could toast it in a toaster, but I like to toast them in the broiler. I butter them and then broil them. And if you put the sandwich on that, it's just going to be perfection. So I'm going to toast this side. So I have some soft butter. Oh, I love butter. I love keto because you can have everything on keto. Well, almost everything. I don't miss the sugar. I have allulose. I'm going to put this in the broiler and toast it, just one side, and then I'm going to put the sandwich on the inside and have the toast on the outside like a handle. It'd be great. The difference making it in the broiler versus making it in a toaster is when it's in a toaster, it pops up when it's done. I burn a lot of bread because I get busy. I forgot that I put it in the broiler. So the 50s were a little before my time for lunch counter sandwiches, but I remember going to the drugstore with my mom and having a sandwich at the lunch counter. And then when I was working downtown, there was a drugstore not far from where I worked, and I would duck in there once in a while and have a sandwich. And do you know what? They were like 30 cents. 50 cents. If it was really fancy, it was maybe $1, 89 cents, $1, $1.20. Boy, things have changed. We're going to take this walk down memory lane in Keto Breadland. So I'm going to, while the bread is going, I'm going to watch it. Hang on. I got my old toaster out, and we're going to give this a shot and see how the bread works. They're going to have to go in at an angle because of how narrow it is. It's really an old-fashioned toaster. Let's see how this goes. Oh. It'll get hotter if I plug it in, won't it? It's really been a long time since I used a toaster. Oh, RJ, it's been a very long day. In case you're not comfortable broiling your toast, I got out my antique toaster, my Proctor Silex, and I toasted 2 slices on that. So you can see the edges are especially crispy. The rest of the bread toasted up just beautifully. And we can do a comparison. This is the bread that I toasted in the broiler, and I'm going to put the toasted side, the buttered toasted side on top. But you can just make this as easy as you want. I'm going to heat up the pan, and we're going to get going with our Western Omelet Sandwich or Denver Omelet Sandwich. Which did you grow up with? Comment down below. Did you have a Denver Omelet Sandwich or a Western Omelet Sandwich? Okay, while we're waiting for the pan to heat up, I'm going to beat the eggs, and it's just 2 eggs. I'm going to make enough probably for 2 sandwiches. One of my friends said, "What do you do with all the food you bake, RJ?" Like, well, I usually save it and then eat it. So I'm I'm adding about a tablespoon of heavy whipping cream. And we're going to beat the eggs and get them ready to make our omelet. But first we have to cook all the vegetables. This is so going to be worth it. Ooh, what do you think of Breadland? Breadland at Keto Over 50. Love it. I have missed bread for so long. I'm sure you have too. Okay, so I have the pan is set to between medium and medium high. And I'm going to do the onions first. And I have about a bit. I don't know what that is. About a 1/4 cup, 1/3 of a cup of diced purple onions. Now, a Western sandwich always had white onions. So why did I go with purple? You know, we used to watch black and white TV then too. And I just thought, well, this is going to be so much more colorful if I use purple onions. So I was just being contrary. And we're going to saute these for just an extra second. I don't think you can see that on camera when things just pop out of my frying pan. And now I'm going to add some diced green bell pepper, which is what gives this sandwich the best flavor. And I have a trick too. Okay, so I'm not going to use all that. I'm using some of that, and I'm using some of this. I diced some red bell pepper. I want to call these onions. They're not onions, RJ. They're bell peppers. So I want to put those in. And you know why? Because I just like, first of all, we should eat more red foods because they're antioxidants and they're very good for us. But I love red bell pepper. And I like green bell peppers, but it's no contest. And I thought, well, what if I use purple onions and some red and green bell peppers? I'm ready to go back. I think the last time I had one of these, I was about 15 or 16 years old. Think my taste buds are going to remember? Now, we're not going to cook these totally crispy and soft and done, but we do want them sautéed and maybe get the edges a little brown. And so they'll be tender. That's what we're going for. Here, let me see if I can show you this. Look at how beautiful those are. Cooking with colors is so important. And it was funny when I was thinking about the purple onion and should I use that? I thought, we grew up kind of in a black and white world. Those of us who are of a certain age. We grew up in a black and white world. I was looking at some old videos from the 70s and everything was brown. Remember wood paneling and brown mini skirts and white go-go boots? And then finally everything got very colorful. Okay, now I'm going to add the ham. And I diced it up into lovely little pieces to make it very easy to eat in a sandwich. Now we've got the green bell peppers, red bell peppers, purple onions, which are kind of losing their color, but this is gorgeous. And we can cook the ham. It should cook till the edges are brown. And you want it all to be warm. Ow, we can get the bread ready. And I have a little bit of mayonnaise, just a little bit. Oh, look at how beautiful this is. So you can see the ham is starting to turn a little crispy on the edges. And I'm going to add just a little more butter so the eggs won't stick. Geez, that looks great. Okay, and just a little bit. Ooh, I love that. And we'll put a little pepper and a little bit of salt. This is going to be such a flavor bomb. It's going to be so delicious. And I made some coleslaw this morning to have as a little accompaniment. And I'll serve that up in just a minute once everything else is done. I don't want anything to get in the way of assembling this masterpiece. Now, when you do a Denver omelet or a Western omelet for a sandwich, you want to fold it in half and sometimes fold it in half again. The bread that I made is all good ingredients. Should I flip it? I don't know. I think it's still a little wet to flip. We'll see. We'll see if I can do that. This is the big pan. I have an easy time flipping the little ones in the 8-inch pans, but I might give it a shot. What's the worst that could happen? The worst that could happen is it falls all over the counter and the plate and I make a bigger mess and then we have one big sandwich. Okay. Whoa. Ow. Well, that could have been worse. Like dinner and a show, isn't it? Oh, it went everywhere. That's going to be a bigger deal to clean up than I thought. Okay, so isn't that fun? All right, now I'm going to flip it over. Oh, he looks pretty. Look at this. How gorgeous. And I'm going to cut it in half because we have 2 sandwiches. But if you were making this just for yourself, you might want to use just 1 egg. And you just put that on your bread there. Ooh, 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 ooh. I want him on this way. Oh, get in there. He's got a wrinkle. Okay. Are you ready for this taste test? I am. I've been dreaming about this for weeks. We could put more vegetables here, the ones that tried to get away. Hey, you need to have fun when you're cooking. You don't need to start a fire or be dangerous. I had to stop for a minute to clean up because I was standing on bell peppers and onions. Okay, and I need to make a little room for some coleslaw. We'll make a little room for this. I wanted something to have on the side. Join me. This looks amazing. Ooh. Western sandwich. I haven't had one of these in so long. Oh. On toast. Who could ask for more? That is bursting with flavor. I could taste the peppers, the onion, the eggs. You could put cheese in this too if you like. And the bread just makes it something we couldn't have before. It holds up to it beautifully. Look at that. Mm. Oh, this is so good. I put a lot of sesame seeds on top, and the bread came up with all the sesame seeds on it. It was so good. I will be able to wrap up one of the sandwiches and have it tomorrow, right out of the fridge. This bread holds up to that. It is so good. I'm going to try the other one that I made in the toaster. Just want it all. Isn't that just gorgeous? I think food is gorgeous. Whether you choose to toast the bread in the broiler or in your toaster, you can't go wrong with a Denver Omelet Sandwich or a Western Omelet Sandwich. This is so delicious, so much flavor. One of the things I love about being on keto is I never feel deprived. I say that all the time. And now that we have so many bread options between my original keto bread loaf or store-bought or a chaffle, we can make anything we want. The sky is the limit. And I wanted to go back to lunch counter sandwiches because I just think the nostalgia is fantastic. I really hope you'll try this. I hope you'll try some of these sandwiches. Wait until you see everything else that I have coming. Simple, wonderful, hearty lunch counter sandwiches from the 50s and 60s. This is going to be a trip. I love it. Thank you so much for joining me. Stay beautiful, because you know you are.